I have one of the world's leading e-learning platforms, Grow Your Agency. And inside of this platform, I have my flagship program. It's called Agency Navigator. Agency Navigator is the complete map you need in order to start a location-independent business from zero and scale it to $10,000 a month in the shortest time frame possible by selling services online, even if you have no previous experience. And this map is composed of 3 parts. The first one is the foundations part. And here you basically learn how to set everything up. That is, how to choose a service to offer, how to choose a niche, how to get paid, how to prepare yourself to onboard clients, how to find experienced people to deliver the service for you. Basically everything you need to get up and running, but also what mindsets you need to adopt in order to succeed in this game, how to prepare yourself mentally, how to structure your days, and all the mindset stuff that is just as important and no one talks about. And after this part, you would have set up the entire structure and everything you need in order to start signing clients and getting paid. So logically, the second part of the map is showing you exactly how to sign clients. This stage gives you the step-by-step action plan to start signing clients, which is where to find potential clients, exactly how to reach out to them, what to say to open the conversation and get them in a Zoom meeting with you. And then finally, exactly what to say during your meeting in order to get your potential clients to trust you, and as a result, sign them and get them to pay you on the spot. After this stage, finding clients will never be a problem to you ever again. You will have acquired the skill of attracting people who want to give you money on demand. And finally, our last stage covers how to actually deliver results. In this stage, we go in depth on the best practices of service delivery and teach you step by step how to master the service that I consider to be the most profitable and scalable one, which is paid ads. And after this stage, you'll become a master at getting killer results for your clients through paid advertising, even if you have never run an ad before. And when you apply this knowledge, you will have a business that is ready to pay you anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month while providing you with time and location freedom. I want you to take the example from Jackson to understand the power of this map that I'm giving you. Jackson signed his first client for $2,000 a month 3 months ago, and he's now gone and paid a total of $6,000 from just this one client alone. And he will still continue to get paid by this very same client for months, potentially years to come. I mean, think about how much this one client alone can generate him in his lifetime. Tens and tens of thousands of dollars. And all of this because he sold a client once. And after that, all he has to do is deliver the services, which once again can be easily outsourced by taking advantage of contractor arbitrage, which I also cover very in depth inside of Agency Navigator. Now, the other thing that you need on this map is a safety net. And the reason we have such a high success rate inside of our programs is because of the safety net. We've noticed the majority of students fail because they fall through the cracks. They get stuck choosing a niche, or they choose the wrong service, or they don't send enough outreach messages. So we create the safety nets to avoid you from falling through these cracks. And we have 3 levels of safety nets to avoid that from happening. The first safety net is our student community. Inside the community, you're gonna find people starting at the same time as you, from the same level as you, and you'll get to share your journey together. It's extremely important to have people walking this journey alongside you, especially when times get tough, because it stops it from being you against the world to us against the world. And inside the community, you're also going to find other students who are farther ahead of you in their journey and who can help you with your problems because they have walked the same path before. And I'm very proud to say that inside of Agency Navigator, you're going to find a level of community that you are simply not going to find anywhere else. Inside of it, you're going to meet people like Marcus, who scaled his agency to $30,000 a month profit. Girls like Ellen, who's still in high school and already has 17 clients on retainer 3 months after starting outreach. Or guys like Nick, who went from 0 to 10 clients in a month period and managed to get his own place in downtown Nashville at the age of 18. And this leads into our second safety net, our expert team of coaches. I say this because the apartment that Nick got, well, that's the exact same apartment that John Danes, who's one of our coaches, lives in. You see, John is the owner of 2 very successful lead generation agencies and is currently one of the coaches that helps students with agency operations, sales, and service delivery. So here's how the coaching calls work. Every single week, we have multiple live coaching calls on sales, service delivery, outreach, mindset, and accountability. I mean, you can literally jump on these calls, unmute yourself, and ask one of our expert coaches whatever you want. And here's what happens when you go into the coaching calls, ask good questions, and apply what they teach you. You got his first client at $2,500 a month after applying what Luis, one of our coaches, told him to do in one of their Q&A calls. And look what happened just 2 days after. He closed another client at $6,000 a month. I mean, he went from zero to $8,500 a month in simply a matter of 3 days. And what I'm most proud of is that every single one of our coaches have gone through our courses as students, just like you, and have made hundreds of thousands of dollars a year from their agencies. Having these coaches as your safety net, ready to answer any of your questions and help you get unstuck, is the ones who go on to achieve success compared to the ones that fall through the cracks and never make it out. Finally, we have our third and probably most insane level of safety net, and that is our dedicated one-on-one coaches. When you join Agency Navigator, you get assigned a one-on-one coach to guide you on your journey and to provide you with the most insane level of mentorship you can find in any online program. You're gonna have a kickoff call with your dedicated coach right away when you join the program, followed by a 1-month check-in call, a 3-month check-in call, and a 6-month check-in call to make sure you are accountable and keep you on the right track throughout your journey. To this point, we've had more than 20,000 people to apply to work with us in this specific position, and we've hired less than 15. And we run an application process for this position almost weekly at this point in order to find the best of the best talent out there. I mean, it is literally easier to be accepted into Harvard than it is to get accepted to be a coach to our students. And that's why we call them the Student Success Concierge. This is how serious we take this position and the level of support that you get inside of Agency Navigator. All the time I see student wins where people tag their Student Success Concierge saying how much they helped them along the way. And with this map and safety net, we've taught over 15,000 students to date. Our average student takes around 47 days to sign their first paying client, and the average client retainer of our students is $2,000 a month. And the real beauty is that after they sign their first client, it takes them around half the time to sign their second one. And at this point, they're already making a full-time income. I mean, for any type of degree that provides you this type of compensation, colleges are charging an average of $57,000 a year. For the 5 years it takes to graduate, that would equate to over $250,000 invested into your education. Now, from the very second I founded Grow Your Agency 5 years ago, the mission has always been the same: to deliver 10 times the impact on your income for 1/100th the price tag of a regular college education. I mean, our student testimonials already prove that we deliver 10 times the impact on your income. Now, 1/100th the price tag of a regular college education, the $250,000 we just mentioned, would equate to $2,500. But to be completely honest, I still wasn't happy at this price point because I felt it was too out of reach for most people. So if you want to get access to the complete map, which is Agency Navigator, and our 3 levels of safety net, the community, the coaching calls, and the one-on-one dedicated coach, $2,500 is not the price you're going to be paying today. I've decided that when you enroll in Agency Navigator today, rather than $2,500, you're going to be paying a one-time fee of $14.99. And that's not all, because Agency Navigator is going to be moving to a yearly subscription model very soon. That means that for people to get continuous access to the programs, the exclusive student community, the coaching calls, the dedicated coach, they will have to pay a yearly fee on top of that of $14.99. And we already have a set date for this to get implemented. So if you want to get lifetime access to the exclusive student community, to the coaching calls, the dedicated one-on-one coach, as well as the complete Agency Navigator program that will teach you how to build your agency from zero to $10,000 a month in record time, well then today is your best bet. And listen, a few days from now, or even next month, this offer may not be available anymore. So just remember, right now at this exact moment, we are living the best moment in history to start your online agency business. There has never before been such a demand for these type of services. That means that the more that you wait, the more that you procrastinate, there are other people right now that aren't, who are taking your potential clients, who are taking the 4-figure monthly sums that you should be paid because you didn't, you procrastinated, you kicked the can down the road, which by the way is what you did last year and the year before that, and you said, oh, I'll get to it some other time. And by the way, businesses have already included these services in their marketing budget for the year. This means that they're gonna spend the money either way. So if you're not the one getting paid these 4-figure monthly sums, then someone else who's watching this video that did commit to the roadmap, well, they're getting that money instead. So you can either be the one taking action yourself and getting what's yours, or you can be the one sitting back and watching others succeed. The choice is yours. So if you want to learn how to start a $10,000 a month agency from scratch,